Welcome to Feel Learns English. Hi everyone, my name is Shafi. Today's video is not only about learning English words or sentences. This video is about changing the way your brain works. Many people think they can't speak English because they don't know enough vocabulary or grammar. But the real problem is something else. The biggest reason most people can't speak fluent English is not lack of knowledge. It's because their brain has never been trained to think in English. Most learners understand English very well. They studied English for many years in school. They can read. They can listen. They know grammar rules. But when it's time to speak, something strange happens. They pause. They feel nervous. Their mind goes blank. They try to translate from their native language into English. And suddenly, everything disappears. If this happens to you, listen carefully. Backhand index pointing right, it is not your fault. In school, you were taught how to memorize English, but no one taught you how to build an English brain. In this video, I will show you step by step how to train your brain so you can think in English, speak in English, and feel confident and free while using English. This video will also improve your listening, speaking, and vocabulary. So please listen carefully. Repeat the lines you like. And before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because this journey can truly change your English and your life. Step 1. Stop translating, start associating. Let me explain the biggest mistake most English learners make. They translate everything in their head before speaking. Imagine this simple situation. You want to say, "I'm going to the store." But instead of saying it directly, your brain first thinks in your native language. Then it searches for English words. Then it checks grammar. Then it worries about mistakes. By the time you start speaking, you feel slow, nervous, and unsure. This is why many people understand English but cannot speak fluently. You are not thinking in English. You are translating. And translation always creates delay, confusion, fear. To speak fluently, you must stop translating and start associating. Association means connecting English words directly to meaning, not to another language. Think about the word apple. Do you translate it? No. You imagine a red, round, sweet fruit. That's association. Your brain connects the English word directly to the image and meaning. No translation. No effort. This is how children learn their first language. Children don't use dictionaries. They don't translate words. They hear a word, see the object, and their brain connects them naturally. This is exactly how you must learn English. Fluency does not come from memorizing rules. It does not come from writing long definitions. Fluency comes from real-life connections between what you see, what you feel, what you experience, and the English language. If every English word is connected to your native language, English will always feel foreign. But when you connect English to images, feelings, and real things, your brain slowly accepts English as a natural language. Exercise. Start associating now. Look around you. Pick 5 real objects near you. Now say their names in English without thinking in your native language. For example, table, phone, window, light, chair. Touch them while saying the word. See them. Feel them. Say the word out loud. You are now building direct connections between real life and English. This method is 100 times more powerful than translation. This also works with emotions. When you feel tired, don't translate. Just feel it and say, "I'm tired." When you feel happy, say, "I feel happy." When you feel stressed, say, "I'm stressed right now." Let the feeling trigger the English sentence directly. This is how you train your brain to think and feel in English, not just understand it. If you want to speak English fluently, you must stop building a bridge between your native language and English. That bridge is slow. That bridge breaks under pressure. Instead, build a new road in your brain, a direct road between English and your world. Step 2. Surround yourself with English sounds. Your brain becomes what it hears the most. If your brain hears English for only 30 minutes a day, but hears your native language for 15 hours, then English will always feel foreign. Not because you are weak, not because English is difficult, but because your brain is not surrounded by English. Think about when you were a baby. You didn't read books. You didn't study grammar. You didn't write sentences. Yet you learned to speak your first language perfectly. How? By hearing it every day. You absorbed it naturally, like a sponge. To learn English naturally, you must do the same. You must feed your brain English every single day, like air. Not for just 10 minutes. Not only during lessons, but as much as possible throughout the day. This is called immersion. Immersion means surrounding yourself with English as if you were living in an English-speaking country. The good news? You don't need to move to London or New York. You can create your own English world. In your bedroom. In your kitchen. While walking. Even while resting. Now, let me break this down into 6 practical and powerful methods. These are not theory. These are real actions you can start today. System 1. Use English as background sound. Your goal here is very simple. Keep English playing in the background as much as possible. Even when you are not studying, let your brain hear English naturally, just like background music. For example, play an English podcast while doing laundry. Play YouTube videos while cooking. Listen to English audio while traveling. Listen while walking or exercising. You do not need to understand every word. That is very important. Your brain is slowly absorbing the rhythm of English, the tone, the natural melody. This kind of learning happens deep inside your brain, without pressure. This is called subconscious learning, and it is extremely powerful. System 2. Make your ears comfortable with English. Many learners can't speak fluently because their brain is not comfortable with English sounds. English pronunciation feels strange. The rhythm feels too fast. The accent feels unfamiliar. So when it's time to speak, the brain feels unsafe. The solution is simple. Flood your brain with English sounds. Listen again and again until English starts to feel normal. Think about cold water. At first, it feels shocking. But after a few minutes, your body adjusts. English works the same way. If your brain hears English again and again, it adjusts. Soon, something amazing happens. You start understanding without translating. You start predicting sentences. You start thinking in English sounds. This is the beginning of fluency. System 3. Choose the right English for your level. This is very important. If you are a beginner, do not start with fast movies or difficult interviews. That only creates frustration. Instead, start with slow English podcasts, easy storybooks with audio, beginner-friendly YouTube channels, clear and slow speakers like this channel. As you improve, increase the difficulty little by little. This method is called comprehensible input. It means not too easy, not too hard, just a little above your level. That is the sweet spot where your brain grows the fastest. System 4. Use English during dead time. Dead time means moments when your brain is free, but your hands are busy. For example, brushing your teeth, commuting to school or work, cleaning your room, waiting for food to cook. These moments are perfect for English. Instead of music or silence, play a short English video, an audiobook, a speech, a podcast. Even 15 minutes a day of dead time listening equals 90 hours a year of brain training. That is huge. System 5. Use repetition to build brain circuits. Do not listen to something only once. Repeat it. When you hear the same sentence again and again, your brain builds strong pathways, like building a road. Here's a simple method. Choose a 1-minute English clip. Listen to it 5 times today. Listen again tomorrow. Try to repeat the sentences out loud. Soon, the words come out naturally. No thinking. No effort. That is fluency. System 6. Mix emotion with English sounds. Emotion is a secret weapon. The more emotional something is, the faster your brain remembers it. That's why. You remember songs. You remember funny videos. You remember emotional stories. But you forget grammar rules. So choose English content that makes you laugh, feel curious, feel inspired, feel motivated. When emotion and sound come together, your brain learns 10 times faster. To think in English, you must hear English all the time. Not only during study time, but during your normal daily life. Make English your background sound. Use dead time wisely. Start with simple content. Repeat often. Learn without pressure. And always choose content that makes you feel something. The more English you hear, the more your brain accepts English as natural. This is how you train your mind not just to learn English, but to live inside English. Step 3. Shadow like a parrot, not a student. Here is a big truth. If your brain is trained but your mouth is not, you will always feel blocked when speaking. You know the words. You understand the sentence. You listen to English every day. But when it's your turn to speak, you panic. You hesitate. You pause. Why? Because your mouth is not trained. Speaking is a physical skill, not just a mental one. It needs muscle memory. That's why you must train your brain and mouth together. This is where shadowing comes in. Shadowing is one of the most powerful methods in the world for speaking English fluently. Shadowing means you listen to a native speaker. You repeat immediately out loud. You copy the speed, the pronunciation, the rhythm, the emotion. You don't translate. You don't write. You don't analyze. You just copy the sound. Like a parrot. That's why it's called shadowing. Just like a shadow follows your body, your voice follows the speaker's voice instantly. This method trains your brain and mouth together, builds automatic speech, improves accent and pronunciation, increases confidence and flow. Many experts say this is the fastest way to sound natural. The biggest mistake learners make is this. They listen and move on. They think understanding is enough. But it's not. Listening trains your ears. Speaking trains your mouth. You need both. Shadowing combines listening, speaking, pronunciation, fluency, all in one. How to do shadowing, simple steps. Step 1. Choose a short clip, 30 to 60 seconds. Do not choose long movies. Choose something clear and powerful. Motivational speeches, English podcasts, interviews, audiobooks, voiceovers, even my videos. Step 2. Listen 2 or 3 times without speaking. Just listen. Feel the rhythm. Feel the emotion. Feel the flow. Don't rush to speak yet. Your brain needs a few moments to become familiar with the sound. Give it time. Step 3. Shadow the speaker out loud. Now play the clip again. This time, repeat every word out loud as soon as you hear it. Don't pause. Don't translate. Don't worry about mistakes. Your only goal is to become a shadow. Speak at the same time as the speaker or just 1 second behind. You will make mistakes. That's completely okay. Fluency is not built by being perfect. Fluency is built by repetition. Step 4. Focus on rhythm and feeling, not grammar. When you shadow, you are not studying grammar. You are copying the music of English. English has rhythm, flow, tone, natural melody. Shadowing helps you absorb this like a song. Slowly, you stop sounding like a robot reading a book. You start sounding confident, clear, and alive. You speak with emotion, not fear. Step 5. Repeat the same clip for 5 days. Do not change clips every day. Choose one short clip and repeat it again and again for 5 days. Why? Because repetition builds neural pathways in your brain. Your mouth remembers. Your brain remembers. Soon, you can say the full clip. Without reading. Without thinking. That is fluency. After a few days, try recording your voice. Then listen to the original speaker. Compare the two. Notice pronunciation, speed, confidence, emotion. Do not judge yourself. Just notice the gaps and improve slowly. This builds self-awareness, and self-awareness is a secret key to becoming a great speaker. Parrots don't know grammar, but they sound fluent. Why? Because they copy sound, rhythm, and emotion. When you copy like a parrot, you stop overthinking. You stop freezing. You stop hesitating. You start speaking automatically, naturally, confidently. That is the true goal of shadowing. If you want to speak English like it is part of you, you must stop being a silent listener and start being a loud shadow. Shadowing is not just a technique. It is a full body workout. Brain, ears, tongue, lips, breath, emotions, all working together. The more you shadow, the faster you speak. The more you copy, the better you sound. The more you repeat, the deeper your fluency grows. So from today, become a parrot, not a passive student. Shadow every day, and watch your fluency explode. Step 4. Use English for daily thinking. You can never speak a language fluently until you think in that language. This is where most learners get stuck. They can read English. They can write slowly. They can understand conversations. But in real-life speaking, they freeze. Their mind goes blank. Their tongue feels heavy. Their confidence disappears. Why? Because their thoughts are still in their first language. They try to translate while speaking. That is like building a road while driving on it. It's slow. It's painful. And it destroys confidence. Here is the solution. You must change the language of your thoughts. Train your brain to live in English, not just study it. Your mouth follows your mind. If your mind thinks in your native language, your mouth must translate, fix, and arrange. Translation creates delay, mistakes, fear. That's why English feels broken. Now imagine something different. Your thoughts come in simple English. Clear. Natural. Your mouth just follows. No stress. No panic. That is fluency. This is not magic. This is training. You don't need to think like a poet in English. Start small. Start with everyday thoughts you already think many times a day. For example, where is my phone? I need to drink water. What time is it? I have to leave now. It's cold outside. I'm hungry. That's beautiful. Let's do this. These sentences are simple. They are real. They are part of your life. These are exactly the thoughts you should start saying in English inside your mind. You don't need extra time. You just need a language shift. Best moments to think in English. In the morning, what time is it? Let me check my phone. I should get up now. Today is going to be great. While getting ready, where's my toothbrush? I need to hurry. I don't like this shirt. I need more coffee. While walking, look at that car. That dog is cute. It's a little windy today. I like walking in the morning. While working, let me reply to this email. This is difficult. I need a break. Almost done. While eating, this is so good. I should eat slower. What should I cook tomorrow? Before sleeping, today was a long day. I'm proud of myself. Tomorrow I'll do even better. 5-step daily thinking exercise. Step 1. Choose one category per day. Focus only on that. For example, Day 1, morning thoughts. Day 2, food thoughts. Day 3, walking thoughts. Small focus. Daily practice. This is how English becomes your natural inner voice. Day 4. Thoughts about your emotions. Day 5. Thoughts during work. You don't need to speak full sentences at the beginning. You can start with single words. Tired. Coffee. Busy. Nice view. Sunshine. This removes pressure and slowly builds the habit of using English inside your mind. Step 2. Use whispering or silent speech. Sometimes you are in public. Sometimes people are around you. You can't talk to yourself loudly. That's okay. You can whisper. Or you can move your lips silently. This still activates the brain-mouth connection. No one notices. But your brain is working. This is silent practice, and silent practice is powerful. Step 3. Label everything you see. Your environment is your classroom. Wherever you are, start naming things in English. You can do it silently or out loud. For example, window, fan, shoes, laptop, mirror, water bottle. This builds instant vocabulary recall. You stop translating. You start recognizing words naturally. Soon, these words appear automatically when you speak. Step 4. Describe what you are doing in real time. This is one of the strongest habits you can build. Simply describe your actions in English while you are doing them. For example, I'm opening the fridge. I'm pouring juice. I'm sitting down. I'm watching a video. I'm feeling tired. This creates a real-time connection between your life and English. English stops being a school subject. English becomes part of your daily life. Step 5. Add feelings, not just objects. English is not only for information. English is also for emotion. Start thinking about how you feel in English. I'm nervous. I feel excited. I'm getting bored. I feel happy today. I'm a little stressed. I'm proud of my progress. When you express feelings in English, you stop being a student and start becoming a real communicator. End of day English review, 2 minutes. Before sleeping, take 2 minutes to review your day in English. For example, I woke up early today. I finished my project. I went for a walk after lunch. I learned something new. I forgot to reply to one message. Tomorrow I'll try to sleep earlier. You don't need to write it. Just think it. Say it. Feel it. This one habit improves memory, sentence structure, fluency, all at the same time. If you do this every day for 2 to 3 weeks, your brain will slowly stop depending on your native language. You will speak faster, hesitate less, form sentences naturally. English will stop feeling like a second language. It will become the default language inside your mind. And that's where fluency truly begins. Thinking in English is not about perfection. It's about consistency. You don't need big vocabulary. You don't need deep thoughts. Just real thoughts. Daily thoughts. Simple, honest thoughts. That's how you learned your first language. That's how you will train your English brain. From now on, let English live inside your thoughts, inside your feelings, inside your daily life. That's how fluency becomes your reality, not just your dream. Step 5. Talk to yourself every day. You don't need a speaking partner to become fluent. You don't need to live in an English-speaking country. You don't need perfect grammar. What you need is daily speaking practice with yourself. Yes, talk to yourself in English. This is one of the biggest secrets of fluent speakers. They speak to themselves all the time. Not because they're strange. Not because they're lonely. But because they understand something important. Backhand index pointing right, your mouth needs practice, even when no one is listening. This is not a silly habit. This is science. Actors, athletes, CEOs, and public speakers all do this. Most learners wait. I need a partner. I'll join a speaking club someday. Maybe I'll visit an English-speaking country. While they wait, their mouth stays silent. Their confidence drops. Their progress slows. Now imagine something different. Every day, even for 5 minutes, you speak English out loud to yourself. No fear. No judgment. No pressure. That's how fluency grows. That's how transformation begins. Step 1. Morning self-conversation, 2 minutes. As soon as you wake up, speak in English. Even before brushing your teeth. Stand in front of the mirror or sit on your bed. Say what's on your mind. For example, good morning. Today is going to be a good day. I feel a little tired, but I'm excited. What should I do first? Let me stretch my body. You are waking up your mouth in English, not just your brain. This creates a strong connection between your voice, thoughts, and goals. Step 2. Narrate your morning routine out loud. Speak your actions like a narrator. For example, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm looking for my shirt. I'm cooking eggs. I'm pouring my coffee. I need to leave in 10 minutes. This is real English from real life. No books. No pressure. Just you and your life. Step 3. Have real conversations with yourself. This is where the magic happens. Ask questions. Answer them. For example, what's my plan today? First, I'll work on my project. Then I'll go for a walk. How do I feel right now? I feel okay. A little tired, but focused. What do I want to improve? I want to speak more clearly. I want to stop hesitating. This trains you to respond fast and speak confidently. It's real conversation practice without needing anyone else. Step 4. Use the mirror method. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself. Speak like you're talking to a friend, a teacher, or your future self. For example, hey, you're doing better than you think. Learning English is hard, but look how far you've come. This builds confidence, clarity, and belief. You've got this. You really do. You just need to keep going. Say it again. Say it more clearly. Say it with confidence. You can do it. This mirror method helps you build confidence. Notice your body language. Train your mouth muscles. Improve presentation skills. Speak with emotion, not fear. Many actors and public speakers use this method every day. Now you can use it too. Step 5. End your day with English reflection. Before sleeping, talk to yourself again in English. Slow down. Relax. Reflect on your day. Ask yourself, what happened today? What did I learn? What will I do tomorrow? For example, today was a little stressful, but I finished my work. I listened to a podcast during lunch. I'm proud that I practiced speaking today. Tomorrow, I want to try shadowing again. I feel good. I'm improving. This habit builds memory, sentence structure, emotional expression, fluency, and it also calms your mind before sleep. What if I make mistakes? Good. Mistakes mean you are growing. You are trying. You are moving forward. No one is listening. There is no pressure. There is no judgment. When you talk to yourself, you can repeat. You can pause. You can fix. You can try again. You can play with tone. You can change speed. You can explore new words. This is your private training room. And in this room, you're free. Some days your mind may feel empty. That's normal. On those days, use simple prompts like, today I want to talk about. Right now I'm feeling. Something I learned recently is, my favorite food is. If I could travel anywhere, I would go to. One thing I'm grateful for today is. You can even save these prompts on your phone or keep them near your bed or desk. Just one sentence a day becomes 10. 10 sentences become fluency. What you'll start to notice. Slowly, things change. You no longer freeze when speaking. You speak faster and more clearly. You stop translating in your head. You feel confident in front of others. Your pronunciation improves naturally. English starts to feel normal. Why? Because you trained your mouth, not just your brain. Because you practiced real speaking, not silent reading. Because English now lives in your voice. You are your own best teacher. You are your own best speaking partner. You don't need permission to practice. You don't need someone else to start. You just need 5 minutes of courage every day. Talk to yourself. Encourage yourself. Challenge yourself. Be your own motivation. And one day, when someone asks, "Wow, how did you become so fluent?" you'll smile and say, "I practiced with the one person who was always there for me, myself." Step 6. Create an English personality. In your first language, you have your own voice, your own personality, your emotions, your energy. But in English, many learners become a smaller version of themselves. They feel less confident, more nervous, quieter, afraid of mistakes, afraid of judgment. Why? Because they still see themselves as beginners. They know the words. They know the grammar. They know the techniques. But inside, they don't feel like themselves in English. And until you feel like yourself, you will never feel truly fluent. An English personality is not fake. It's not acting. It's not becoming someone else. It's becoming the strongest, most confident version of you in English. It's the version of you who speaks clearly without fear, expresses opinions, tells stories, makes jokes, shares emotions, doesn't apologize for every sentence. It's not about sounding perfect. It's about sounding real, alive, and free. That is fluency. Fluency is not just vocabulary or grammar. Fluency is identity. If deep inside you think, "I'm not good enough. My accent is bad. People will laugh. I'll never be fluent," then your English stays small. But the moment you start thinking, "This is my voice. I express myself in English. I make mistakes, so what? I sound different, but I sound real. I'm improving every day," everything changes. You don't just speak English. You become someone in English. And that person is unstoppable. Step 1. Choose an English name. Optional, but powerful. This step is optional, but very effective. An English name separates the old you, nervous, silent, afraid, from the new you, confident, expressive, fluent. Every morning, ask yourself, how would fluent me speak today? How would confident me express this idea? How would English me handle this situation? This shifts your mindset from, "I'm trying to speak English," to, "This is who I am now." Step 2. Speak with your face and body. Your English personality is not just words. It's also body language. Smile when you speak. Move your hands naturally. Use eye contact. Sit or stand with confidence. Don't shrink. Don't hide. Don't whisper. When your body feels confident, your brain follows. And when your brain feels safe, your mouth flows easily. Step 3. Use emotion, not just information. English is an emotional language. It's not only what you say, it's how you say it. Instead of, "I am fine," say, "I'm great, thanks for asking." Instead of, "I like music," say, "I absolutely love music. It gives me life." Practice expressing excitement, frustration, gratitude, surprise, humor, joy. You don't need perfect grammar. You need real energy. That's what people connect to. Step 4. Imagine real situations and respond as your English self. Visualization is powerful. Close your eyes. Imagine you're in a cafe in New York. Someone asks, "What do you do?" How does your English self reply? Imagine you're giving a presentation in English. How do you stand? How do you sound? Imagine someone says, "Your English is amazing." What do you say with confidence? Practice these scenes in your mind. Then speak them out loud. Soon, your brain starts believing this is real. Step 5. Keep a fluency journal as your English self. Every night, write one short paragraph. Not as a student. not as a learner. Write as your fluent self. For example, today I felt powerful while speaking. I'm not perfect, but I'm improving. I noticed I spoke 5 full sentences without stopping. That felt amazing. I'm proud of myself. This builds emotional progress, not just technical progress. You stop seeing yourself as someone who struggles. You start seeing yourself as a speaker. Step 7. Use an English-to-English dictionary. When you see a new word like grateful, most people ask, "What does this mean in my language?" But here's the problem. You've got this. You really do. You just need to keep going. Say it again. Say it slowly. Say it better. You can do it. When you talk to yourself in English, something powerful happens. This method builds your confidence. You start noticing your body language. You train your mouth muscles. You improve your presentation skills. You learn how to speak with emotion instead of fear. Actors and public speakers use this technique every day. Now you can use it too. At home, alone, without pressure. At the end of your day, before sleeping, talk to yourself in English again. This is your English reflection time. Think about your day. What happened today? What did you learn? What will you do tomorrow? For example, today was a little stressful, but I finished my work. I listened to a podcast during lunch. I'm proud that I practiced speaking today. Tomorrow, I want to try shadowing again. I feel good. I'm improving. This small habit builds your memory. It improves your sentence structure. It helps you express emotions better. It increases fluency. And at the same time, it calms your mind before sleep. What if you make mistakes? Good. Mistakes mean you are growing. They mean you are trying. They mean you are moving forward. No one is listening. There is no pressure. No judgment. When you talk to yourself, you can repeat sentences again and again. You can pause. You can fix your words. You can try again. You can change your tone. You can speak fast or slow. This is your private training room. And in this room, you are free to grow. Some days, your mind may feel empty. That's normal. When that happens, use simple prompts like these. Today I want to talk about. Right now, I'm feeling. Something I learned recently is. My favorite food is. If I could travel anywhere, I would go to. One thing I'm grateful for today is. You can even take screenshots of these prompts and keep them near your bed or desk. Just 1 sentence a day becomes 10. 10 sentences become confidence. And confidence becomes fluency. Soon, you'll notice changes. You stop freezing when you speak. You speak faster and clearer. You stop translating in your head. You feel more confident around people. Your pronunciation improves naturally. English starts to feel normal. Natural. Why? Because you trained your mouth, not just your brain. Because you practiced real speaking, not silent reading. Because English now lives in your voice. You are your own best teacher. You are your own best speaking partner. You don't need permission. You don't need someone else to start. You only need 5 minutes of courage every day. Talk to yourself. Encourage yourself. Challenge yourself. Be your own motivation. And one day, when someone asks, "Wow, how did you become so fluent?" you'll smile and say, "I practiced with the one person who was always there for me, myself." Now let's talk about something powerful, creating an English personality. When you speak your first language, you have confidence. You have emotion. You have energy. You sound like yourself. But when many people speak English, they become smaller, quieter, nervous, afraid of mistakes, afraid of judgment. Why? Because they still think like beginners. They know words. They know grammar. They know techniques. But inside, they don't feel like themselves in English. And until you feel like yourself in English, you will never feel fluent. An English personality is not fake. It's not acting. It's not becoming someone else. It's becoming the strongest, clearest, most confident version of you in English. It's the version of you who speaks without fear, who shares opinions, who tells stories, who makes jokes, who doesn't apologize for every sentence, who feels comfortable in their voice, who feels free in their mouth, who feels proud of their English. Fluency is not about perfect grammar. Fluency is about feeling real. Because fluency is identity. If deep inside you think, I'm not good enough, my accent is bad, people will laugh at me, then your English will always feel small. But the moment you say, this is my voice, I express myself in English now. I make mistakes, so what? I sound different, but I sound real. I'm growing every day. Everything changes. You don't just speak English. You become someone in English. And that person is unstoppable. One powerful trick is choosing an English name. It's optional, but very powerful. It separates the old version of you from the new one. Every morning, ask yourself, how would fluent me speak today? How would confident me explain this idea? How would English me handle this situation? This changes your mindset from, I'm trying, to, this is who I am. Your English personality is not just words. It's also your body. Smile when you speak. Use your hands. Make eye contact. Sit or stand with confidence. Don't hide. Don't whisper. When your body feels confident, your brain follows. And when your brain feels safe, your mouth flows. English is emotional. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Don't say, I'm fine. Say, I'm great. Thanks for asking. Don't say, I like music. Say, I absolutely love music. It gives me energy. Practice expressing excitement, joy, gratitude, frustration, humor. Energy matters more than perfect grammar. Now imagine real situations. You're in a cafe. Someone asks, what do you do? You're giving a presentation. How do you stand? How do you sound? Someone says, your English is amazing. What do you say back? Practice these scenes out loud. Your brain will start believing they are real. At night, write one short paragraph as your fluent self. Not as a student, as a speaker. For example, today I felt confident while speaking. I wasn't perfect, but I improved. I spoke 5 full sentences without stopping. I'm proud of myself. This builds emotional progress, not just language skill. Now, stop using translation. Start using English to English dictionaries. Translation is slow. It's shallow. You forget words quickly. But when you read English definitions in English, your brain understands directly. You build English thinking. Use learner dictionaries like Oxford, Cambridge, or Longman. Read definitions slowly. Say them out loud. Read example sentences. Then use the word in your own sentence immediately. That's how words become part of you. You're not memorizing English. You're building an English brain. And that brain will stay with you forever. The day you stop translating is the day you become fluent. From today, you're not just a learner. You're a communicator, a thinker, a speaker, a storyteller, a dreamer in English. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Ask yourself every morning, what would the fluent version of me do today? Then do it. Then speak it. Then live it. And one day, you'll realize, I don't just know English. I am English me now. That's fluency. That's confidence. That's real transformation. And remember this. Nothing changes if your day doesn't change. How you spend your 24 hours becomes your life. So start with one simple thing. Wake up earlier. Change your morning. Change your day. Change your future. You are closer than you think. Tip 2. Spend 10 minutes in morning silence. This is something almost no one does. But the most successful people never skip it. Before the noise starts. Before you check your phone. Before messages, news, and problems enter your brain. Sit quietly for just 10 minutes. No music. No phone. No talking. Just breathe. Just sit. Just feel the silence. Ask yourself simple questions. What kind of person do I want to be today? How am I feeling right now? What is the most important thing today? In silence, you become powerful. You hear your real voice. Not social media. Not fear. Not pressure. A successful businessman once said, "My best ideas never came in meetings. They came in silence." In those 10 minutes, you gain something priceless: clarity. And when your mind is clear, you make better decisions. You speak more confidently. You react less emotionally. You handle your day like a leader. Don't underestimate this habit. It looks small, but it gives more peace and focus than most people feel all year. So tomorrow morning, before you speak to the world, listen to yourself. Tip 3. Do boring things again and again. Most people don't fail because they are lazy. They fail because they get bored. They start a habit. They do it for 3 days. Then they say, "It's boring," or "It's not fun anymore." And they quit. Here's the truth no one teaches you. Success is boring. Mastery is boring. Discipline is boring. Because great things are built by doing the same small actions again and again. It's not about motivation. It's about repetition. Look at anyone successful in sports, business, English, or life. They did the same simple things: wake up early, practice, read, repeat, reflect, fail, repeat again. Not for 1 week, not for 1 month, but for years. Imagine one student. She watches one English video, practices for 2 days, gets bored, stops. Her English stays the same. Now imagine another student. Every day she does the same routine: 10 minutes of English videos, 5 written sentences, 10 minutes speaking in front of a mirror. Same grammar pattern for 30 days. At first, it's boring, but she continues. Day 30, she's fluent. Day 60, she's confident. Day 90, people think she's naturally good. She wasn't special. She wasn't lucky. She just repeated boring things. Every repetition makes your brain stronger. Your muscles remember. Your emotions stabilize. Your identity becomes clear. So don't chase excitement. Don't wait for motivation. Build systems. Accept boredom. And keep going anyway. That's how champions are made. Tip 4. Train discipline like a muscle. Discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you build. Just like muscles. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is logical. Motivation says, "I feel like doing it today." Discipline says, "I'll do it even if I don't feel like it." Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. Imagine a boy who wants to get fit. Day 1, excited. Day 2, tired. Day 3, busy. Day 4, lazy. If he waits for motivation, he quits. But if he trains discipline, he shows up anyway. And the reward is not just a fit body. The reward is identity. He becomes someone who always shows up. Apply this to everything. Want better English? Practice even when tired. Want more money? Build skills when no one is watching. Want confidence? Keep promises to yourself. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom from excuses. Start small. Make your bed. Speak English for 10 minutes. Finish one boring task. Say no to temptation once a day. Each small win makes your brain stronger. You become someone you can trust. And when you trust yourself, fear disappears. You know, no matter what, I will show up. Build discipline 1 rep at a time. 1 boring habit at a time. 1 hard decision at a time. That's how you take control of your life. Tip 5. Spend 1 hour learning a high-income skill. Hard work alone won't save you. Good intentions won't save you. Even motivation won't save you. Skills save lives. If you want freedom, confidence, respect, and options, you must become valuable. Value comes from skills. A high-income skill solves real problems. It works in the real world. It can grow your income and confidence. Examples: English speaking and communication, sales and persuasion, writing and copywriting, video editing and content creation, teaching and coaching, design, marketing, or tech skills. You don't need 10 hours a day. You don't need to quit your job. You need one focused hour. Phone away. Mind present. Goal clear. Imagine two people. Person A scrolls social media for 1 hour every night. 1 year later, nothing changes. Person B uses that same hour to learn English, practice a skill, build value. 1 year later, better English, sharper thinking, more income, more confidence. Same time, different use. 1 hour feels small today, but after 365 days, it becomes a new life. This is how silent winners are made. Not fast, not loud, but daily. Stop asking, how can I get rich fast? Start asking, how can I use 1 hour today to become more valuable? That question can change everything. Tip 6. Spend time with people who raise your standards. Your environment is never neutral. It is either lifting you up or pulling you down. Every conversation shapes you. Every person influences how you think, act, and dream. If you surround yourself with lazy minds, excuses feel normal. If you surround yourself with disciplined people, growth feels normal. Choose environments that challenge you. Choose people who inspire you. Choose conversations that push you forward. Because over time, you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your standards. And your standards are built by the people around you. If you spend your time with people who complain all the time, who waste hours talking nonsense, who laugh at discipline, who mock ambition, and who hate growth, then slowly, even if you are motivated today, your energy will begin to die. Not suddenly, not loudly, but quietly. You will start feeling tired, confused, uninspired. But if you spend time with people who respect time, who talk about goals, who care about growth, who work on themselves, who think long-term, your standards rise automatically. You don't even notice it at first. You start thinking, maybe I can do more. Maybe I should work harder. Maybe I should stop wasting time. A person who stays around lazy people will feel normal being lazy. A person who stays around disciplined people will feel uncomfortable being lazy. And that discomfort is good. That discomfort pushes growth. It forces change. Now listen carefully. If you don't have people like this around you right now, that's okay. You can still choose your environment. You can watch interviews of great people. You can read books and biographies. You can listen to meaningful podcasts and videos. You can follow people who inspire discipline, focus, and growth. At the same time, slowly distance yourself from people who drain your energy. This is not ego. This is self-respect. You are not here to fit in. You are here to become something more. And the fastest way to upgrade your life is to upgrade the voices you allow into your mind. Tip 7. Spend 30 minutes moving your body. Your body is not just a physical machine. It is deeply connected to your mind, emotions, energy, and motivation. That's why the most successful people in the world, from CEOs to athletes to artists, all move their bodies every day. This does not mean heavy gym workouts or lifting weights for hours. Just 30 minutes is enough. Walking, stretching, jogging, yoga, simple exercises, dancing alone in your room, playing a sport. The activity does not matter. Movement matters. When you move your body, your blood flows better. Your brain becomes clearer. Your emotions balance. Your energy increases. You focus better. You speak with more confidence. You feel more alive. Imagine two people learning English. Person A sits all day, eats unhealthy food, never moves, and studies for 5 hours. Person B moves for 30 minutes in the morning, eats clean food, and studies for just 2 hours. Who improves faster? Person B. Because movement creates energy. And energy is everything. Without energy, you can't focus. You can't stay consistent. You can't grow. So when your mind feels tired, when your brain feels heavy, when you feel unmotivated, don't scroll. Don't complain. Don't overthink. Stand up. Move your body. Sweat a little. Breathe deeply. You don't need a gym. You need movement. Your body was built to move. And when your body feels strong, your mind starts believing in your future again. Tip 8. Spend 5 minutes reflecting on death. One day, this life will end. One day, time will run out. We all know this, but we rarely think about it. And that is the mistake. If you want to use your time wisely, you must remember that it is limited. Once a day, or at least every night, pause and ask yourself, if I die tonight, did I live with courage today? Did I say what I needed to say? Did I move toward my dream? Did I use my time on things that matter? Or did I waste another day being afraid, distracted, or lost in nonsense? There are people who got their dream job and died the next month. There are people with amazing ideas who never shared them. There are people who wanted to change but ran out of time. None of us know how much time we really have. Reflecting on death is not about fear. It is about clarity. When you remember your time is short, you stop procrastinating. You stop pleasing everyone. You stop staying in toxic places. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You start acting now. You start being honest. You protect your energy. You focus on what truly matters. Spend 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Reflect. Because those who remember the end become fearless at the beginning. Tip 9. Speak English out loud for 15 minutes every day. Most people understand English. They know vocabulary. They watch videos. They read well. But when it's time to speak, they freeze. Why? Because they never trained their mouth. Fluency is not just knowledge. It is muscle memory. You can know thousands of words in your brain. But if your mouth never practiced them, you will stay silent in real life. The solution is simple. Speak English out loud every day, especially when you're alone. You don't need a partner. You don't need a class. You need 15 honest minutes. Stand in front of a mirror. Set a 15-minute timer. Choose a simple topic. Your morning, your day, your goals, your favorite movie. And just speak. Don't stop. Don't overthink. If you forget a word, use another one. If you make a mistake, continue. Focus on movement, rhythm, and confidence. That's how fluency is built. Tip 10. Teach what you learn. This is one of the most powerful habits, and most people ignore it. The best way to remember something is to teach it. When you learn something new, don't keep it inside your head. Speak it, write it, share it. When you teach, your understanding becomes deeper. Your memory becomes stronger. Your thoughts become clearer. Your confidence grows. Teaching does not mean standing on a stage. It means explaining, sharing, helping. You can teach by writing online. You can explain to a friend. You can start a small YouTube channel. You can talk to yourself in the mirror as if you are the teacher. Think of a candle in a dark room. When it lights another candle, the first candle does not lose its light. It shines brighter. And the same happens to you when you teach what you learn. But what happens to the first candle? Nothing. It keeps shining. It does not lose its light. In fact, the room becomes brighter because now 2 candles are glowing. That is exactly what happens when you teach something you know. You don't lose knowledge by teaching. You don't become weaker. You become clearer. When you teach, you understand better. When you share, you grow. And when someone else learns, the whole space becomes better. So whenever you learn something new, teach it. If you learn a better way to manage time, share it. If you find a shortcut to solve a problem, explain it. If you finally understand how something works, tell someone else. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to pass the light. Because knowledge does not disappear when shared. It multiplies. Then go deeper. What are your current struggles? What habits are you working on? What goals are you chasing? What are you afraid of? What do you hope has improved? What do you want to remind your future self to never forget? Be honest. Be raw. Be real. This is not for likes, attention, or anyone else. This is for you, the only person who will truly live your results, your future self. When you write to your future self, 3 things happen. Clarity. You organize your thoughts and realize what really matters. Connection. You stop drifting and start building a relationship with your future. Commitment. You make silent promises to yourself. It's easy to lie to the world. It's very hard to lie to your future self. Months later, when you reread that letter, you will see how much you have grown or how much you ignored. Both are life-changing moments. Imagine this. You take a piece of paper. You write your heart out, your life, challenges, goals, mindset, and emotions. You fold it. Put it in an envelope. Write, "Open on January 1st next year." You put it in your drawer and forget it. Time passes. You live. You grow. You struggle. You succeed. You fail. Then one day, the date arrives. You open the envelope. And the words you wrote months ago remind you how far you've come, what matters most, and who you are becoming. Tip 14 continued, reading your letter to your future self. When the date arrives, you open your envelope. You start reading the words of your old self. Tears may come not from sadness, but from realization. You see how far you've come. You read about doubts that are now gone. You read old dreams and realize you've started living them. Or maybe you see you're still stuck in the same place. Either way, it wakes you up. This habit gives you something most people never get, a mirror between who you were and who you're becoming. It's more powerful than any quote because it's not someone else's motivation. It's your own voice speaking across time. What to include in the letter? What am I working on right now? What habits am I building or breaking? What scares me? What excites me? Where do I want to be in 6 to 12 months? What do I hope I've learned? What do I never want to forget, even if I become successful? You can write it on paper, in a notebook, or digitally using a send later email. But physical paper is best. It feels real, and when you open it later, it hits harder. We track steps, money, and goals, but we often forget to track who we are becoming. This habit gives you direction, motivation, accountability, self-respect, emotional strength, something real to look forward to. Most people hope their future will be better. When you write to your future self, you actively build that future with words, truth, and intention. Don't just dream of a better version of you. Write to them. The most powerful conversation you'll ever have is the one between who you are now and who you're becoming. Tip 15. Spend 20 minutes planning your next day. You've trained your body. You've trained your mind. You've practiced skills. You've protected your energy. You've moved, spoken, created, and focused. But if you don't plan tomorrow, your brain wakes up confused. Your time gets wasted. Your potential leaks. Every night, spend 20 minutes planning your next day. Take a pen and paper. Sit quietly. No phone. No distractions. Ask yourself, what are my 3 most important goals tomorrow? What must get done no matter what? When will I do it? What distractions should I avoid? How can I protect my energy? What time will I wake up? What English practice will I do? What do I need to prepare tonight? This habit does something magical. It gives you control. Instead of reacting to life, you start leading it. Instead of chasing tasks, tasks follow your direction. Instead of stress, you feel prepared. Imagine someone who does this daily for 1 year. They always know what matters. They wake up with purpose. They don't waste time. They take action. That person will beat 90% of people, not because they're smarter, but because they know what to do. Compare this to someone who sleeps without planning, wakes up late, wastes hours deciding what to do, feels guilt, confusion, and stress. Their dreams stay in the background. This is not failure, it's lack of clarity. Planning gives you power, peace, and freedom from stress. Don't leave your day to luck. Build it like a creator. Design it like an architect. Protect it like a treasure. 20 minutes at night can save 10 hours of regret tomorrow. Final wrap-up. There's no magic. No secret formula. No shortcut. But there is a way. Use your time wisely, powerfully, and intentionally so life is forced to reward you. Start with discipline. Build your mornings. Speak aloud. Move your body. Teach others. Read. Reflect. Focus deeply. And never go to sleep without knowing what tomorrow demands. Time is not something you spend. Time is who you become. Spend it wisely, and you will build a life no one can take from you. If this video helped you, subscribe to continue learning English, building focus, and shaping your future. Here, we build your English, your confidence, and your life. Thank you, everyone.